The Bobcats' strongest competition last year was probably Texas A&M, according to player Hayden Ray, but this year El Paso is a team to beat.
We beat A&M last year at their home rink, and they're one of the best teams in our league, and gave them a run for their money and beat them.
Students who join the hockey team are expected to practice 1 or 2 times each week and participate in off-ice conditioning and strength training.
I think we're probably a lot closer because we hang out on and off the ice all the time, and we're together so much. We practice twice a week. We carpool to everything. All our away games, we ride together. We carpool. We all stay at each other's houses, so we're pretty close.
The home games are located in San Antonio, but the drive isn't the only obstacle that keeps fans from attending games. One of Texas State's hockey team's biggest supporters are the Ice Babes. Coming out to every game, they're supporting even in cold temperatures.
I really like coming out to the Texas State hockey games because the boys love our support and they're really hardworking teams, so it's fun to cheer them on and make sure that they are doing their best.
Texas State lost against El Paso Saturday with a final score of 5-3, but came back with a victory on Sunday, winning 6-5. The next 2 home games will be against the University of Texas the weekend of October 17th. Reporting for Bobcat Update, I'm Angelica Buitron.
So I had great seats, like about 15 rows up, right where the Memorial Day miracle sort of happened. There's still like a picture where I could see myself in there. I was standing in the aisle screaming no as he shot the shot because I didn't think there was any
David was wide open.
David was wide
David
open.
was wide open underneath the basket. Throw him the ball. That's all we needed.
That's all we needed.
And Sean had to go be a hero.
When he runs off the court, he's saying, I told you so, I told you so. So Sean was never passing.
Yeah, never lacking of any confidence either. I remember it was right after the championship, and they told me to be there for a news conference, like at 10 a.m. On whatever day of the week it was. And I was like, I wonder what's going on. I wonder if it's like a free agent deal or somebody's retiring. I had no idea. And then we got there and the whispers started coming in, and none of us knew until they had the press conference what that was about. And Sean made the statement, and we're all just kind of stunned, just sitting there going, really? I mean, is he gonna die?
Yeah,
I mean, we had no idea. And he's, we were friendly with Sean, and he was always a good interview, and we did a lot with him as far as player access goes. We even did one game with him when he was injured.
I remember that, yeah.
And so we had a relationship, but it was just, I think it just stunned everybody.
To go through that really all by yourself, and then also hear the, people being critical of him through that whole series, for being tired even, because he was always tired, he needed to come off the court. But that's amazing. I mean, he went through that whole series, and only Steve Kerr, who was obviously a good friend of his, knew during that deal.
Really, truly, it was a pretty Superman type effort for him to, it's physically draining enough to play a professional sport, and to do it with failing kidneys it's a phenomenal feat, and he really pushed it to the limit.
Unbelievable.
During his recovery, he was working with us on the broadcast as well, and we knew that he was starting to work out a little bit. Didn't know that he had taken it to that extreme. Right. I mean, he's very, for as outgoing as he is, he's also very, very humble, pretty private guy, and didn't really boast about what his activities were and leading up, and how hard he had to work to make that comeback. I think we all came out of our seat. I was producing that game, and I just remember I was just so excited because, we didn't know whether he was going to get in that game or not.
Right.
Also, it had to be the right time. right situation for him to come in. And I remember just so happy for him. It was such an emotional moment. I do think they parted the Red Sea for him, right?
I mean, maybe Atlanta sort of got out of the way so he could dunk the ball. So then when he came back in that game, I mean, he was our friend then. Like, Sean had crossed over from being like this guy that played into being our friend. And so when he does that, I was so happy for him.
Hey, Avery, Dexter, I appreciate you. I hope you get an A on the project, by the way. A++.
Three games remain and very little is settled in the Western Conference. Tonight will paint a clearer picture as the Spurs take on the Rockets, this time in Houston. Home court in the playoffs is up for grabs. Let's get it on. Drops it down low. Tiago for the clutch. Splitter. The reverse, yes! Timeout Clippers. The Spurs answering here in the fourth quarter. Splitter for the lead. Inside, Tiago!